raise my voice to the sky. Oh, liberty. Shout for the free. Let it ring you the cry. I'm gonna fight it on out. Fight for you and me. Lift up, lift up. Hear me singing now what we're battling for. Living free and brave now and evermore. On hallowed grounds where our forefathers trod, marching on to the beat of our heart's resolve. We're breaking these chains, oh history's embrace. Rising up, rising up. Standing tall for our rights in the light or the storm. Holding tight to the truth that our spirits adore.
Hello, everybody.
Fruit.
How's everybody doing? So yeah, we were talking mixes and stuff. Steve-O's having a little bit of mixer block. It happens. Happens to all of us.
5 and 17 minutes. Holy
No, I mean
fuck.
it's just summertime. I'm kind of getting sick of just fruits.
Well, you're the one that asked for this too. That's the ironic part.
That's not me.
I thought you asked for summertime berries
Yeah, he asked for stone fruits.
and stone
Well,
fruits.
I mentioned stone fruits as suggestion.
Oh,
Dude, it's better
that's
than
what I
those
did.
fucking same old custards and shit like that.
Which will be starting soon in a few months, a couple months. I mean, so how is everybody? I saw some fun chat tonight.
Chat has already gone sideways before the show even started.
I know. I think this might be a new record. Chat went completely sideways and got us all laughing.
Feel better, Kerplot.
Oh, Kerplop.
You guys missed it. It was fun. Tim ripped something off of his leg, took a bunch of his hair off with it, was crying like a baby, and then had to stab himself with this thing. It was the greatest 5 minutes of my life.
Like the look.
I
on his
wish I
face is
recorded
perfect because he was just like, "There's hair on my leg." Not anymore, bitch.
No shit.
Oh, I said there's hair on my leg as I realized it was not going to be on my leg when I was done pulling off the sensor. Yeah. See how nice these people are, laughing at my pain.
Excuse me, I deserve to laugh at you for that because you've done it to me. So
I would never.
bullshit.
Oh, no, it's going to be a fun day, though. Yeah, chat's in a good mood today, I see. What do we got going on here? We got Mao is first, of course. Congratulations, Mao. Mao's getting pretty good at this. Lady Liberty. And Bob Ohms too low. Buster Bell. Rocky Tooney.
Oh,
Early. Kerplop. Sorry, not feeling well, Kerplop. Feel better soon. I hate those headaches. If it's the weather, I know exactly what you're going through. I had it earlier. I ended up taking a long nap because. Kerplop, Bob, Rocky, CJ. There's CJ. Okay, straight vaping right there. I think we're caught up right. Just a lot of chatter going on in there. Funny chatter. I like that everybody's in a semi-good mood tonight. That's important.
no, I'm grumpy now because Duchess made me make a recipe for tonight and he didn't show up for the show and now I'm mad.
Probably fall asleep.
Well, he
He's
better wake
mad that
his
you
ass
didn't.
up.
He's mad that you didn't make Pog right. That's why.
No, he liked my recipe because he's already seen it, dummy.
He just didn't want to upset the bear.
Yeah. Take a milk and honey bath to cool off. Is that what you do? You take your milk and honey bath and you just walk outside, cover the bits to make it not inappropriate, and then just let all the animals come and lick off the milk and honey?
Milk was a bad choice. Dude, how was everybody so hot today? I was curled up in a blanket, freezing my ass off all day.
Yeah, we're not discussing that. I didn't have AC at
Son
work.
of a bitch.
I didn't have AC at work, so yeah. It was hot there. It actually was not bad, and then once it was sticky, real sticky, and then We had this
Yeah, I had 'em right
overcast. It was still sticky, and then the second that the sun came out, it's like all that heat just pushed in the house. It was,
there. Dude, it's been fucking raining
yeah,
here
there you
all
go,
day.
Mal. So if you want skin tips by Rocky Tooney, subscribe to Rocky Tooney at Rocky Tooney. What is it? milkandhoneybaz.com? Is that it? Yeah. Alrighty. Milk is
Actually, I think it's milk and honey bass dot rocky or slash rocky at onlyfans.com. Just saying.
Oh, that's the other one. I think that's the other one. That's the good one, but it's behind a paywall. He only will pay you $5 a minute to watch him. That's it. Nothing more.
Shit, he never paid me. The fuck?
That was because you were so willing. He didn't think you wanted the money. Truth.
All right. Yeah, we do have some good recipes here. We don't have a lot tonight with tonight's mixing. I mean, I think people are, it's summertime, and
I just put mine up.
yeah, because the last one I saw, yeah, you would be the next one. 'Cause I saw DJ's was.
Listen, if anybody's ever tried these Cinefuego Toast Crunch cereal bars, they're like atomic fireball level cinnamon hot.
They are. I actually like them. I can't have them right now. Oh, speaking of, so we went all out today. Talking to Frank, talking to Bull City and everything, and then about the flavorings and what we can use them in. And we decided, well, we have coffee almost every stream. So I got Wonder Flavors coconut rum flavored coffee.
And I have Wonder Flavors blueberry jam and blueberry muffin in my coffee.
And because Frank from Wonder Flavors kept on telling me to do it, I did put the hammy melon slow stream, which I haven't tried.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it smelled really good. That's the one. That's his other favorite. He likes the orange cream and that one in those soda stream himself.
And just saying, that brown sugar crumble coffee from Green Mountain with the blueberry muffin, blueberry jam. Fire.
I might have actually even used too much coconut rum. It tastes like it's minus the burn, but everything else tastes like there's actually
That's
a shot.
I watched you just sit there and just be like into the cup. I'm like, dude, that's a lot.
But I like coconut rum. It tastes like there's actual coconut rum in there. It's pretty strong. So if anybody, you can do that. It is an option.
You just have to add some captain in there. Okay? A little captain in you.
Who's got the best captain types of rum? That's a good question. We'll have to figure that out one of these days. But yeah, I mean,
I think he was talking about the actual rum though there, Tim.
Yeah. I know. That's got carbs in it though.
So you use the clear captain.
The water, the water was anywhere from 9 to 12 milliliters of that flavoring. That was Frank's. He told me the pipettes use 3 to 4. Mine were 3 milliliter pipettes, so I put in 3.5. So I got about. I did the other, but yeah, you can do that. I got to bring that up more often because everybody thinks, we got all these flavors, and you always get those flavors that don't taste right to you in a vape. Why not use them? They'll work somewhere. I promise you, I'll figure out a place to use them somewhere.
I just looked it up. Captain Morgan does not have any carbs.
Oh,
I've been really good about not drinking. You guys are bad influence. Just saying.
Not me. I was just looking up the information so I could put it out there.
I recommended the clear. That's guaranteed. That is no carbs.
Could be, yeah. Sometimes it is the darker ones that do. Like whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
all right. I got to go over this. This is like eating at me. I got to see what's in it because we have an interesting one from Echo Dub as always. Corn cucumber smoothie. Okay. Right off the bat, I gotta say this is gonna be weird. It's gonna be a trip.
Did you say horned cucumber
Yeah,
smoothie?
horn cucumber from Wonder Flavors. I bet you is it.
Okay,
Yep,
you're gonna have to let us know, Echo Dub.
summer fruit. So he's got African horn cucumber, Wonder Flavors at 1.5. I thought so. Hold on. We're gonna go right back to that. But first, I'm gonna smell this flavor again. I remember this flavor being quite different. I'm trying to get where he's going here. That is quite different. Oh, okay. We're back this way.
Are you trying to shove flavor bottles up our nostril there, Tim?
Oh, I'm trying to smell it and see. Yeah, because that's a percentage right there.
One
This isn't like
Wonder
an added.
flavor I don't have.
African horn cucumber 1.5. Coconut extra TPA at 0.3. Frozen yogurt Wonder Flavors at 2. Milk Mefe at 3.3. So he's building out a cream yogurt base. Sweetness Flavor at a half. Ultimate passion fruit from Flavor Jungle at 0.5. Okay, I can see that going with it. And yogurt from Flavor West. Now, this is not going to be for everyone, but I mean, I do think it's going to be quite interesting. That is what they actually look like.
He said, now I want to see what Tim says about it. Does that mean that Tim has to pull everything out and mix it?
Yep.
I don't think it sounds bad at all. But the star of this is Wonder Flavors African horn cucumber. To me, it tastes a little like a passion fruit or something similar. Wikipedia says Kiano is African horn melon, but you can find it also as cucumber. To me, it's like a melon cucumber. I use Flavor Jungle Ultimate Passion Fruit to build out the lower notes, and then created my own coconut milk out of yogurt, milk, frozen yogurt, and coconut. It's pretty okay after a few days of steeping. Needs to be quite sweet, and I think this helps brighten notes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I would never have thought about putting this with a cream. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have. But if you can pull it off, it's not wrong. It does kind of smell a little like passion fruit. A little. You know what this really kind of smells like a little bit? A dragon fruit. Now, dragon fruit has all those weird notes in it, Bob, like the tropical medley. Get that out of this too. This is very, very kind of in that vein.
Yeah, he said it reminds him of passion fruit, so I gotta fucking buy that flavor immediately.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Bob because he thinks he's the world's greatest gamer.
I am.
I couldn't help it, Bob. I'm sorry. I had to laugh.
You're so nice. I don't know. I could have that. It does. It's like it is kind of tart. It's kind of like a tart fruit medley type thing. Very similar vein to like the dragon fruits, but a different version. I mean, the dragon fruits are all a little different because there's a lot of interpretation here. There's different types of dragon fruits. It kind of are all the ones in our flavors are kind of like a mixed medley of fruits. I think this is going to be I think that's going to be interesting mix. I just don't know what to expect out of it with all the creams. You're saying you like it.
Yeah, I've got to get that flavor. That mix sounds extremely intriguing to me.
It really does sound interesting.
Well.
That's
really one that you're gonna need to let steep for like 2 weeks though to fully meld. Because I think he says after a couple days it's okay. I could see it being one of those few mixes that is like if you try it before it's fully steeped and the shit isn't melted perfectly together yet, you're gonna get some weirdness going on there. But once it's fully melded together, I can see it work.
Yeah, it's not really a true cucumber anyway. It's not supposed to be. It's just that's what it's called, African cucumber. It's a type of melony type thing, passion fruity kind of weirdness. Yeah, I mean, I would agree that does smell like it definitely has some passion fruit. Not quite guava. Yeah, passion fruit's probably about the right. Describe it. Similar to that mixed fruit medley with a lot of passion fruit.
Let's see.
I have single flavor tested before. It's been a while. Notes might be on a computer that died. I might not have those notes anymore.
I know Wendy used it. Wendy and Camilla used it in a recipe. There was a lot of jokes going around that. Horny cucumber.
Yeah, I remember that. There was a big thing about it, but
nope.
I haven't. I'm happy that
Whole City doesn't have it.
They had it, but it probably wasn't a big seller. So that would make. It was probably on 50% off tab, and you missed out on it, Bob.
All right. Canada.
Yeah.
Canada, you never fail me.
You got Canada. Tom's probably has it. DIY Canada. And you can always get a Wonder Flavor. You can always get a Wonder Flavors direct too. Although those are usually larger bottles.
If I want a 3,000 milliliter bottle of horny cucumber.
There is a person missing from our panel tonight that keeps ordering from DIY Canada and forgetting to put in the A.
I mean, they got little bottles, Bob, little ones like this.
I might need a little more than that.
Yeah, you might have to double that order. I'm sure they have bigger bottles. I Echo Dub did not disappoint with his strange twist on something, but yeah, and also using a flavor that does not get used often.
Fuck yeah.
I'm really impressed with that.
All right. It's in my cart. Oh, Canada.
As you say that, I'm clicking on the Summertime Blues 2024 Olympics by Rocky
Fuck you, Rocky.
Speaking of, I guess America won their 3,000th medal or something like that. Blackberry Flavora at 1, Raspberry Melina and Aware at 0.5, Sour Blue Raspberry Wonder Flavors at 3. There you go. Super Sweet from Cap at 0.5, and Ultimate Blue Raspberry Flavor Jungle at 3. Bob, did you have a comment about that Ultimate Blue Raspberry by Flavor Jungle? Or are you gonna pretend your tongue doesn't work?
I put in chat how I'm really feeling.
Planning to spend many.
You can't see me right now, but I'm flipping you off.
Planning to spend many hours watching the Summer Olympic Games. Summer Olympic Games binging needs a special vape. Summertime Blues is a gold medal standard, whether watching at home or on the town. Here's Olympic caliber e-juice to consider. Mix for tonight's episode. Sweetener is optional. This one came out very sweet, but fitting for a fruit candy type mix. I mean, you have... Well, that Sour Blue Raz does have a little sweetness to it, and you put some sweetener in there. That's actually going to help with that Sour Blue Raz, too, and both Blue Raz. I find Blue Raz to be very flat without it. What about you?
No, when I use the Wonder Flavors Sour Blue Raspberry candy, I don't do sweetener. There's sweetener out the asshole in that flavor.
I will say that got commented on before the show, Rocky. Bob was already upset before the show started.
Yep. Yeah, because I asked him like 12 times now how the Ultimate Blue Raz was. At least now he might eventually be able to answer. I'm not holding my breath.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes exactly like the Ultimate Blue Raspberry by Jungle. I guarantee it tastes exactly like it.
It's probably just a rip off of Liquid Barn, just like OSDIY slush is.
We got Sweetwater 2 by Straight Vaping CJ. 27 Fish by Silverline Cap at 5. Blackcurrant Ribes FA at 0.5. Raspberry Syrup from SSA at 1. Super Sweet Cap at 0.7. And Sweet Guava Cap at 4. Ooh, I like that twist at the end. I didn't see that guava coming. Makes sense.
You put notes up on the flavor page. Okay, thank you, Rock.
My original Sweetwater recipe with the addition of raspberry syrup. Wow, that actually does look pretty tasty. And yeah, that raspberry syrup with the 27 fish, that vein hits right.
Rocky, you can't see me again, but I'm fucking flipping you off again.
He saw you because your screen was
Ultimate Blue Raspberry flavor
Yeah,
juggle. Specific gravity 1.117. Suggested percentage up to 5%. Amazing, amazing notes.
Did you add in?
I like KC's notes more. 30 milliliters.
Rocky, please do me a favor and make sure you add that it tastes exactly like Ultimate Blue Raspberry by Flavor. Make sure you add that to your notes. Very important. Bob will not know if you don't tell him.
Tim, don't you have to stab yourself in the leg again?
That kind of freaking hurt, dude. I don't want to do that more than once every 2 weeks.
Damn it. Oh, cool. So next 2 Saturdays from now, we get to bask in the joy of Tim
that's what it
stabbing
was.
himself again.
That's what it was. Yes. I did it like just before the show 2 weeks ago. Yep. It does. See, I figured, Rocky, it would taste exactly like that, but I wanted to be sure. We need that in the notes. It's super important. Bob will not understand. He will be confused. Hey, Darren. Buffalo
Swedish
Bills.
fish, Darren. Swedish fish. That's what 27 fish taste
like. All right, it's completely regional from growing up, but go Bills. I knew it. He had to bring out the hat. I freaking knew it. Speaking of Bob, Bob, you're next.
He doesn't want to talk to you, obviously.
Sorry, I can't see over my greatness.
You mean your grapeness? Because it's definitely grape.
No, it's grapefruit. See, grape melonades. Double watermelon SSA 1.5. Probably gonna need to lower that down a little bit. That is a strong flavor. Lemon sour type SSA at 1. Pink grapefruit raw from Swaggy at 0.5. Pink lemonade from Flavora at 3. Red grapefruit, thank you. Ep30 at 1.4, and watermelon raw from Swaggy at 1. Yeah, so a watermelon grapefruit pink lemonade thing should be good.
I got the chili peppers here again.
Yeah, fuck yeah, save the population. One of the best backing vocals in a song that you'll ever hear. John Frusciante does an amazing job on the backing vocals.
Yeah, that double watermelon SSA does pack a little more of a punch than the cap. That's actually the real big difference between who's a punch it kicks.
I gotta drop it down to 1. 1.5 is too much. That'll overtake everything in the mix. You probably won't even taste.
I agree, Rocky. Rocky, that sweet water, it has me intrigued.
Yeah, that's going into my mix folder for sure.
I'm not a huge fan of the raspberry syrup in most uses, but just thinking about that flavor and the 27 fit, that makes sense to me. That truly makes sense. That's where I think it should be. I
love raspberry syrup. I love that flavor.
To me, it's more like it is that gummy-ish, like raspberry syrupiness, minus the gummy. So that would actually, that for me, yeah, that might actually pull off the 27 fish.
It works well in my pink drink because it kills some of the funk from the yuzu and grapefruit blend. Oh, such a good mix.
And ladies got a couple to go over.
Wait,
you had another one?
I'll see you guys in 2.5 hours.
I'll have to change my pod by the time. I mean, my sensor pod.
Whatever. Shut up.
Yes.
So I made a pineapple guava lemonade, crisp citrus soda VSO at 2, fresh guava cap at 2, lemonade flavor at 3, lime wedge from Flavora at 1/4, pineapple from Noms at 1, super sweet at 1, sweet lime from Noms at 1. If you haven't tried it, get it. It's amazing. And lemon zest cap at 1 because I've never been allowed to use it because Tim kind of hoards it on me. And there's that one.
Yeah, you have two of my new release flavors I love in there.
The top 2 and that cap release right there, fresh guava and zesty
lime. Oh yeah, fresh guava was really. I haven't used that much. Sweet lime though, and the zesty lemon.
Now I've knuckled all of these, but the only one I've actually vaped is the Pog that I'll get to in here in a minute. Shut up, Bob.
Passion fruit, orange guava.
Then I've got PGP lemonade. So fresh guava from Cap at 2. Lemonade Flavora at 2 or 3, sorry. Passion fruit from Wonder Flavor at 1.5. Pineapple from Noms at 1. Super sweet Perlim at 0.5. And zesty lemon cap at 1. Okay, and then number 3, tropical rum mojito. So I did banana raw VSO at 2. The blackberry mojito from Flavor West at 5. Coconut rum from Wonder Flavor at 2. Crisp citrus soda VSO at 2. Fresh guava cap at 2. Guava dark berry from Flavora at 1.5. Mojito from Wonder Flavor at 3. Passion fruit from Wonder Flavor at 1.5. And super sweet at 1. Off the knuckle, at least, this one was very, very nice and refreshing with just a nice little alcohol bite.
Off the Paul.
Huh?
Off the Paul.
Oh, Cassie, I just shared the Wikipedia for Pog. So you can go fight.
This is
You
my
can go
version
fight
of
with
Pog,
the
so fuck off.
you can go fight with the the people that
Okay, well, this is my version.
are smart
My
enough
tea
to
could
make
be
a Wikipedia.
pineapple if I wanted to, so shut your face.
Fake Pog.
Shut the fuck up, Bob. Fresh guava cap at 2. Orange citrus tangy Wonder Flavor at 1. Orange juice Wonder Flavor at 1.5. Pineapple from Noms at 1. Pink guava flavor at 0.75. Sugarloaf pineapple VTA at 2. And super sweet Perlim at 1. And it is delicious. And last but certainly not least, and is why is the rum always gone, I wonder? Explanation, I got really high the other night. Tim was busy talking to people. I started watching Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's when I made all my recipes. Coconut rum Wonder Flavor at 2. Maraschino cherry VSO at 3. Orange juice Wonder Flavor at 1.5. Pina colada gummy candy from Wonder Flavor at 3. Pineapple from Noms at 1. And super sweet at 1. And I put Jack Sparrow featuring Michael Bolton and the Sparrow Rap in there because they're both funny ass songs.
Fuck yeah.
And that's all.
Working on getting a picture. Behind.
All right.
Nice comment.
Fuck you, Bob. And yes, actually, I did.
You did. Of course, Bob. Good job.
Yo, Pogs were the shit. Anybody else used to collect those things?
Yes, I did.
Those
I had
were
all
fucking
kinds of them.
shit, man.
I had the
I did.
treats to keep them in. I had like 5 of those, metal heavy ass fucking slammer ones.
Yep, my dad was friends with this guy who had a card shop. So he sold a bunch of them. Every time we'd go over to see him, my dad would get new cards or sell some of his or whatever. I'd walk out of there with a bag of like 1,000 of the fucking things the guy just given to me.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, there were some really cool looking ones for back in the day. They really were.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I made a blueberry peach medley. I did Amardine peach, Wonder Flavors at 1/2, just to add to the Saturn peach, which is down below. Blueberry Flavor West at 2, and blueberry jam from Wonder Flavors at 1.5. This is going to take a minimum steep of 3 days, but actually 10 days would be even better because of blueberry jam. For me, it needs a steep. And then the Saturn peach from Flavora at 1.5 as well. And it's not bad off the shake. I'm just getting a little of that astringency I get from the blueberry jam until it steeps out. But it's just, they're supposed to go really good together. And from what I'm getting so far, they do. I just looked up. Steve-O mentioned stone fruits the other day. So I said I wanted to do a stone fruit mix. But I also wanted to incorporate other fruits at the same time, or berries. That's what I came up with. And I kind of like it already, just off the shake. It's not bad. It's like I said, a little astringency from the blueberry jam, but that does that for a little while for me, especially. I don't know if everybody gets that, but I definitely feel that as a little bit of a steeper. 3 to 10 days. 3 days, it'll be all right. 10 days will be better. I'm liking it. I think that's gonna be a good combo for blueberry and jam. And the blueberry jam comes off as more of a syrup to me, unless it's added to certain things. It does come off a little teeny bit jammy with the mix because it does have the flavor west. But usually to make the real jamminess, I use it the opposite way. Blueberry jam on top of the blueberry. Get the true jamminess out of it. So I'm not getting a lot of jamminess out of it. Just a thick, gooey blueberry. I like that quite a bit. Dog's making noises in her sleep. She scared the crap out of me.
Feel better, Stephen. Yeah, Tim, that's a very
Steven's, I feel
interesting mix. I've never tried blueberry and peach together, but now I really have to.
I was looking up mixes of what other fruits go well with peach. I'm thinking, I want to do something different. And one of the top ones that came up was blueberry. I go, and blackberry. You can go blackberry as well. But I said, what? Blueberry and peach? I've never had that. I'll try it.
I did blueberry and grapefruit the other day, and that came up really, really good. I was really happy with that.
I mean, I would consider later on trying a blackberry version. Same thing at this turn. Good. But I want to try blueberry. Blackberry is so overpowering too and punchy that even if it wasn't great, it'd still be good. This here is more of a challenge. Like that blueberry might work well, that might not so far. Not bad. Like I said, I get that astringency about blueberry. I get that from that. So it's deep. And then I love that flavor.
Hell yeah.
Glad we can help, CJ.
Absolutely.
Yeah, glad we can help. Hey, at least you can get most of the major sites. You get discount codes here, so you can go.
If you remember to use them.
Hey, I don't think you forgot to use the code. You got to use the link. So bad.
No. He remembered the code on BCF, which he never orders from, but he forgot DIY Canada. Until after he sent the order. He sent the order and he goes, oh shit. And he was hoping the mouse didn't actually click because he hit it really light. But
he needs to stop letting you know these things because you'll never stop picking on him. That's funny.
Yes, Buster. 27 fish is Swedish fish.
Dude, if that works for 20% off a Lambo, it'd be worth it. $2 million Lambo. What's 20% on $2 million?
Rocky, I did not need to know that, but thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Oh shit. Literally.
All right.
It looks like that's what Tim's got. Tim's got the remnants of the enema in his fucking cup there that he just picked up. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like toilet
Mountain
water.
Dew.
It's Mountain Dew.
Looks
in
like
a Bull City cup.
Looks like toilet water. Should be hammy melon Dew.
So
speaking, yeah, try that. Go ahead, Steve.
I do have a few ideas. I'm still playing around with them, so only one of them is public so far. One of them I can't make public, and I'll explain why. Where is first?
Using a beta?
Yeah, I'm using a beta. Oh, come on, get out of here.
Is it the beta that we're going to be getting for real?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we already know this is coming out, so.
Yeah, so first off, I wanted to adapt my Guanabana colada I was working on. I already knew what I wanted to do to change it. So this is the V2. Coconut rum from Wonder Flavors at 2%. Guanabana from Flavora at 2.75. Persian lime VTA at 0.75. A little bit of Jamaican rum to back up that rum note. and the coconut rum at 1/2. Super sweet Capella at 0.5%. Sweet coconut Flavora at 1%, and some zesty lemon cap at 1/2. Just a little bit for some of that.
Is that what that zesty lemon is? You don't really get like lemon juice or lemon flesh. It's just like lemon zest.
It depends on how much you use it.
Yeah.
Or how high you use it. I just wanted a little bit of that zest. And at lower percentages as an accent, that's exactly what it gives. And a nice like little bit of like the lemon rind note.
Mm-hmm.
Very subtle, nice accent and something like this.
Nice.
I had a V1 of this where I used like the coconut custard and FA coconut and just the rum. And like the coconut custard wasn't the correct like coconut cream to try to run with it. Because it ended up muting out the guanabana way too much. So like I still still get a little bit of creaminess from the sweet coconut, and I wanted to go with the coconut from the coconut rum, and I needed an excuse to buy it. So
Hell yeah.
So yeah. So just a nice like tropical rum type cocktail, something a little different. You know what I mean? Wanting to use the guanabana as the star of the show there. I've been playing around with a bunch of different. Oh, I'm an idiot. Pineapple and cherry recipes.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that completely took my mindset away from stone fruits. Like I got a whole folder of stuff of ideas here that I'm playing around with, but the first one, this one, once I decide exactly what I want to use for the spice notes, I'm gonna publish this one. But a pineapple upside down cocktail, black cherry jelly bean at 1.5, a little caramel flavora at 0.5%. Just for a little bit of like that brown sugar note, and cherries in Awera at 2%, creamy vanilla cap at 1.5, golden pineapple Capella at 3%, Kentucky bourbon TFA at 1%, sugarloaf pineapple at 1.5, and super sweet Capella at 0.75. The creamy vanilla. This is an actual recipe that I found for, and the creamy vanilla is because the cocktail is supposed to have a bit of like a frothiness at the top, and I don't have vanilla milk broth. Otherwise, I might try using that. I really like the way that caramel goes with Kentucky bourbon and gives a nice like syrupy kind of undertone. But
that bourbon's
not
bringing any spice notes in it. So I know you said you're looking for spice.
I haven't mixed it yet, and it may.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These two together might just be enough. Because the actual cocktail calls for like some bakery spices like brown sugar and nutmeg. And I think those two together might just be enough for what I'm looking for in a vape form, right? I love the way Kentucky bourbon works in these type of cocktails. Like it just gives you a really nice warm feeling after like all the fruity top notes dissipate and stuff. And
got that bourbon warmth. Definitely does, and a little bit of sort of like a bite, but not really a bite.
And
I can see that working really well.
Yeah, and I just changed this to sugarloaf pineapple. I initially had the idea because I have a 4-ounce bottle of pineapple SC. The old like when Bull City used to have the super concentrates, which are now Flavor Express.
FE. Yep.
Yeah, FE. And I was gonna use that because I'm trying to steer away from using VTA. but at the same time,
It's available in DIY juice.
yeah, at the same time, like I know it's gonna work better. I
And it's
do
such
like,
a good fucking flavor.
yeah, it really is. And this idea spawned another idea. Um, also another recipe I saw. If I can get out of here. Um, come on, loading. Please wait at 0%. Okay. Back in my folder. Why did I do that? It gave me an idea to use that agave nectar. Basically, a very, very similar type of cocktail, um, but I wanted to try using the agave nectar. I don't know if it's going to be a super concentrate or just regular Wonder flavors. I don't think they're super concentrates after testing them, honestly. But um, this flavor is freaking amazing. I can't wait until it's actually released. At 2%, I went with the black cherry jelly bean and cherries in Awera combo. Again, a little less on the black cherry jelly bean, and the golden pineapple and sugarloaf combo again. A little bit of lemon lime capella just for a bit more of that nice citrus. Um, Jamaican rum. That's what this actual cocktail calls for is Jamaican rum at 1%, and then super sweet capella at 0.75. And I really think that agave nectar, it's gonna be a similar-ish type of cocktail as the other one that I just shared, except the booze note's gonna be different and getting a little bit of that syrupiness that it's like a dark, like, well, not,
And
it's
it
like a
doesn't have the
medium.
cream too.
It doesn't have the cream. It's like a medium dark because the way I would describe it, it's like an amber agave, almost kind of like a honey um, type of note. Um, and I think it's going to be really nice in something like this. So I wanted to start playing around with that agave a little bit. I I can't make this public until it releases, but I figured I can share it because they did confirm they're going to release it. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm excited to start getting that into mixes. I think it's going to be great for like cocktails and stuff like that. Similar to like the sugar cane
But
uh, that you've been using, Bob.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
supposed. From what I've heard, isn't it something like a golden syrup kind of
yeah,
feel?
that's the way that Frank described it. I've never had golden syrup. Um, so agave is kind of like it depends on whether it's light, amber, or dark agave nectar. There's three different levels of it. This I would describe it as more as the amber. It's the in between. It's
I've
not
used it in
super
coffee.
dark.
I've used it in coffee before.
Yeah, it's not super dark, but it's kind of like a
I
like
use it at my work.
Google describes it as a light caramelly type of syrup. Um, but it's not. I mean maybe similar kind of vibe as like a caramel, but more like a honey or like a cross between the two. It's just really delicious. And it's going to be a very useful flavor, I think.
I was singing in chat.
Yeah, I ordered that, but I gotta wait for that to come in, and I would try this. If I had it here now, I'd make it.
Frozen yogurt is awesome. Frozen yogurt actually might have worked in that recipe where I put the creamy vanilla in too. It's that it's that type of vibe. It's a very unique type of vanilla note in there. Um, and it just
Calm
has this
down, Bob.
property.
Hey,
It has it.
you didn't
It
let me
has this.
finish.
I'm sorry.
No, I was telling Tim you didn't let me finish. Watermelon taffy, real flavors. That'll give you a good mouthfeel.
Yeah. Yeah, it has this like property where it can like give mouthfeel and like body to recipes without being too heavy. It's freaking awesome. I know why Echo Dub uses it so much. It's fantastic. Now I'll give you money. those are what I came up with literally on the spot during the just like Googling like cocktail recipe ideas. Some stuff that I kind of had floating around in my brain, but like getting to the conclusion and like exactly how I want to approach things has been my issue lately. Like I have all these flavors, exactly which ones do I want to reach for? What direction do I want to go in? What am I craving?
It only gets
You know?
worse. It only
Yeah,
gets worse, I'll tell you.
And I mean, 9 times out of 10, I come up with something where I'm at least gonna vape the whole freaking bottle, right? Sometimes you come up with a real winner.
Well, like I said, I've been looking and looking and looking, and some of the flavors that I'm not like super into, I'm trying to find other uses for. Why not? Because most of them are supposed to be food flavors as well, so why not try that? Right, and drinks, foods, and different things. Because the worst case scenario, and you would know this, Steve-O. You get a big bottle of something, it's okay, but you also know there's a better option that you really want to reach for.
Yeah.
Why not find a use for that big bottle, so you don't have to force yourself to use a lesser in your mixes?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was like, I want to do something with golden pineapple. And the other day, we were hanging out in the hangs after the. Oh no, it was during Grimm's blog, and someone suggested someone try and make like a good pineapple and cherry mix. And like all the last couple days, I've just been brainstorming pineapple cherries. Like I've got another couple like bakery ones where, you know, like a pineapple and cherry dump cake. But again, like
By the way, the new toy,
yeah,
made it through the workday without having to
nice.
use anything else. So it's not bad. It does get a little warm if you chain vape it. I'll let you know. It does.
Thanks, Echo Dub. I really appreciate that. I like yours too, man. You just always come up with these really unique ideas.
Never boring.
I can never read
boring.
the recipe names. Like,
yeah, you got to put them into Google Translate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that at least I understood what it was this time. Yep. As soon as I saw a horn cucumber, I go, he's using wonder flavors. I'm sure of it. Yep, there it is. Ingredient.
Cherries are difficult, Echo.
I have another one.
There are a couple. It's not just blind. I mean, most of them are bad. I think he might have the maraschino too. That's would suck. That's my favorite.
This one.
Yeah, the Inawera cherries. That's a really good one.
I love it. You know how hard it was for me not to use medicine flower white cherry?
I personally like Flavor West Cherry Crush as well. To me, it tastes exactly like a Luden's cough drop. So if you're looking for that candied cherry, it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't go medicinal. It will go medicinal if you push it too hard.
Well, technically, it is medicinal, but it's that medicinal we love.
No, it's candy. It's candy.
Right.
Luden's is not fucking medicinal.
Let's be honest. If you were a kid and you got a box of those because you had a cold, who just waited until it was time to take another one, and who ate the damn things like candy?
Oh, dude, they were gone in 37 seconds.
Guilty.
They got chipped the tooth from trying to chew through those fuckers so many times.
You see, I had to take them as recommended and not eat them like candy, because if I ate them like candy, I knew I wasn't getting more.
That's when you get some kind of little odd job as a kid to do some extra work or chores or something, and you buy your own damn candy.
Okay, how was I supposed to be buying my own candy when I was buying my own clothes and school supplies? I didn't have money left for candy.
Open a Chiggy Tendy stand.
Yeah, Mal, that's true too. It's like, I don't feel so good. Damn, I could go. Damn, I don't feel so good. I probably should have something for my throat's a little sore.
Mhm.
That was a good way to get away with candy.
Coming down with something.
And then you do that enough, your throat would actually hurt.
Mhm. Yep.
And
Like,
then you'd
fuck
really
no.
need them.
Now I need fucking
Now I need friggin' Robitussin or something.
Ricola. Ricola.
You know what? Ricola really does work.
Yeah, it
So
does.
the
But
problem wasn't that one of my
breathe.
parents wouldn't buy them for me, because one would, but unfortunately it was the one that lived in Florida, not the one I lived with, and he would mail them to me and they would be all melted and it would be way too late by the time they got here.
Fucking
Yeah.
Someone's up playing in
funnel
the
those
tunnel.
bastards. Someone's up playing in the tunnel. I don't even
Yeah,
wanna know.
the
We have an
underpass.
underpass.
Yeah,
Under the
sure.
throughway behind their house, and
Talking
people go
about
in
your
there. People go in
talking
there and
about
rev
your
their motors.
underpass again.
People go in there and rev their motors all the time. And you know, honestly, in the daytime, if it's we had
Tim, stop.
Nova.
Just stop,
The
because you're
Nova?
putting shit in Bob's head. You can see
The
it.
Nova,
Stop.
the Chevy Nova the other day, and the Corvette, they sounded okay when they came up through from that car show and did it. Fine. Then you get these ones that the exhaust is falling off their little Honda Civic that they think sounds cool, and that just sounds like crap.
Tim
Uh-oh,
loves
guess
when they
I'm-
rev their motors in his underpass.
All right. So Rocky dropped the recipe, Echo Dub dropped a recipe, and I
I'm
have
grabbing.
another recipe.
She published like 8 recipes this past week, lady.
Yep, she did.
Let's
All
see.
right, but Bob's got to read this one.
6 for tonight now, and I did
Easy. El Refresco de Piña Tropical.
Yep. It wasn't so bad, but yeah. Buddha's Hand Citron VSO at 0.2. Coconut from Cap at 0.5. Coconut Candy TPA at 1. Cooling Agent WS23 at 0.1. Creamy Milky Undertones 101 at 2. Golden Pineapple from Cap at 2. Okay, so this is sounding a little like a pina colada so far. Milk from FA at 0.5. Milk and Honey Flavora at 0.3. So it's a... Is this Rocky's recipe? No, this isn't Rocky's. So this is a Rocky Kiss Butt recipe. Got it. Milk and Honey Flavora at 0.3. Pineapple VSO at 1. Shisha Pineapple from Minaware at 0.3. Super Sweet Cap at 0.3. And Yellow Passion VTA at 1. That's the twist to this pina colada thing. Up until now, it sounded really pina colada. And you throw that Yellow Passion in there.
This sounded really, really good until you got to the milk and honey, and it just went like into the toilet.
I just give it a little bit dark. No, I can see that this working. That Yellow Passion, I'm curious on what that's doing. Some kind of tropical.
That's still going to taste like a twist on a nice
Twist
twist
off
on
pina
a
colada.
pina colada.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And I mean, the guanabana colada still tastes similarly to a pina colada, but guanabana tastes
The pineapples, milk.
more like a mango than a pineapple. So
yeah, mango and banana. Guanabana.
Mm-hmm.
So the passion fruit was boosted with the VSO Buddha's Hand Citron to punch it. It is going to be, very much of a version of a twist on pina colada. And sounds good. Good. Built it all out too, though.
Bob, are you being a butt about the Yellow Passion because Rocky doesn't have it and he was not putting notes as you saw fit on the Ultimate Blue Raz?
No, I told him he can get it in Canada.
Hey, but Rocky's notes on ELR about the Blue Raz are completely 100% accurate.
Yeah.
What more can you ask for?
Bullshit. I'm gonna get a fucking scientific scale. I'm gonna take it to fucking Harvard, okay, or one of these fucking crazy science places, and I'm gonna have them fucking measure the exact density, and I'm gonna tell you that his density reading is wrong.
Yeah, even if it's right, you'll tell them it's wrong.
Yep, it's wrong.
Star Spangled Fruit Salad. Alpine Strawberry Flavora,
pushing on the scale.
I know this one.
Banana Flavora 0.4, Blueberry VSO at 2.5, Candy Roll Flavora at 0.14. I think it's really kind of part of what makes it. Pineapple Flavora 0.5, Strawberry Sweet Flavor Jungle at 0.5, Super Sweet Cap at 0.5, and then Watermelon Flavora at 2, and Wild Melon Flavora at 0.14. Wild Melon.
That's a nice
I love
mix
wild
of melons.
It is. It's a nice melon mix. A candy roll is what throws it a little different direction. That and the Alpine does a little bit, but the Alpine's so low, but it isn't low. It's low, but it's not low. Not for
That's
that flavor.
like using 14% of medicine flour in mix. What are you talking about low?
That Alpine Strawberry's got some punch. There's no question that stuff's got punch.
0.1 is like fucking, you might as well drink the damn thing.
Same, Rocky. I got to order from DIY.
Chase it down with the rest of your liquid.
Ready?
Oh, and Rocky, don't forget to use the code AFL to get 10% off, because we have somebody that just keeps forgetting to do that. We won't name any names, but I'm sure Cassie would be willing to ask.
I need to order from DIY, because now they're the only ones that still have Inaware white grapefruit.
Well, plus they got all the VTAs under Impact Flavors, so
now I'm sold out, and now I'm sad because they had it at such a low price.
That's why they sold out.
It was on clearance.
Ready? Here you go, Bob. Just because you're an asshole. So this one's Pog Bob. Fresh guava cap at 2. Orange citrus tangy wonder flavor at 1. Orange juice wonder flavor 1.5. Passion fruit VSO at 2. Passion fruit wonder flavor at 1.5. Pink guava flavora at 0.75. And super sweet at 1. Oh shit.
I do like those two passion fruits together.
I want to try that so bad.
Those two passion fruits together do go.
I don't have those two passion fruits, and I don't have the fresh guava.
Wonder Flavors and Swaggy's passion fruit is the greatest passion fruit combo ever. I know.
Rocky, the answer to that on that for DIY Canada is we get the code. If it gets used, it stays, and it keeps helping the community to have a code. So I consider that a kickback. I get to use the code too. So
yeah, fuck yeah, man. I need to place an order because I need that horn cucumber, and I'm running low on a few Reccas, and there's a couple real flavors that I still want to get. So
there's always a fear if the code doesn't get used enough, people keep forgetting to use it. Then if it doesn't get used, it could get lost.
Well, I type in AARP and nothing comes up. Fucking
this is AAFL, you dork. Anyway, that fresh guava from Cap, it's like a must grab. It is an amazing guava.
Yeah, Cap sweet guava has always been my go-to.
Cap sweet guava is good, but I think this is more like a realistic fresh guava.
It's fresh.
Cap sweet guava for me needs to steep.
It does.
It really does, and it has like this weird steep where it like, depending on like, for me anyway, it like kind of disappears, and then it comes back. So like I need to let anything that I use it in steep for like a full 2 weeks. It's weird.
Answered on that, DeMillan, is we shall see. We'll see.
And then as far as the passion fruit, the wonder flavor is my favorite passion fruit ever. But if you didn't want to get the VSO one, or you didn't already have it, if you got the one from Noms, that mixes with the wonder flavor really good as well. I use the VSO specifically in this one because of Bob.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good call. It does work.
It's my all-time favorite passion fruit combo.
Yeah, that fresh guava surprised the crap out of both of us. Neither one of us thought a guava would make the top for it.
but I've had a guava at the top of oh shit, never mind. This has been my top guava of all time. And it was my top flavor on the cap release. There we go. I saved myself a little bit.
My second top, but I mean, it was a close. That was surprisingly delicious. I didn't expect it. Guava's like, guava, I can take it or leave it. That guava? No, that's
I
a
mean,
take it.
Swaggy's is really good. The pink guava and the other guava from Flavora, those are really good. The guava dark berry is really good, but this fresh guava
Sweet
is just
guava is good with a steep.
See, I haven't tried the sweet yet.
I agree with Steve. I think it does benefit from steep more than this fresh guava. The fresh guava is pretty good right off the shake.
I shake and vape that fucking sweet guava. I love that shit. 2 to 3%. Bada bing.
Oh, but and like I was saying in chat before this is kind of like a cantaloupe honeydew is kind of what I get out of Hammy Melon, and it's like a cantaloupe honeydew blend forward with a honeydew soft finish. There's a little bit, I think, more going on in that, but that's the basic. It's smooth. Okay, Frank, you're right. It's good. That's 2 for 2 for Frank. Frank from Wonder Flavors. 2 for 2. He's
Were you
on par with this.
doubting the great and powerful Frank of Wonder Flavors, Tim?
Well, considering, okay, I hate to throw him into the wolves here, but I gotta be honest. I laughed my ass off when I found out that he had an issue with the soda stream, and apparently it took a ride out a door, and he's got a new one on the way.
Oh,
A
yeah, Frank,
ride?
you're not supposed
No.
to do that.
Something to do with a washer or something acting up. And I get it. I do get it. It's frustrating when something acts up. So, hey, it's easier to replace it than it is to not blow it up in your house, right?
And having lived with you for so long, I kind of forget that not everybody likes to rip shit apart and put it back together if something doesn't work. Or at least rip it apart and start putting it back together, and then it sits in a pile waiting to be finished for a year.
Yep, that's what happens.
Sometimes it's getting parts.
My
Sometimes
grill,
it's paying for parts and then forgetting to go back to it.
my grill is currently in like 87 pieces because the fucking gas lines were clogged. So clearing that out. Pain in the ass.
On top or the lines themselves?
On top.
Yeah, those, I mean, that happens at stoves too. And if
Because
anyone has a gas stove, make sure you clean them every now and then.
Grease drips down and it clogs the fucking holes are so tiny in those things.
And you look
Like
at them and they'll look clean.
Grill. Like,
they will look clean, but they're not clean. You got to clean those things. Clean or replace them.
No, you just buy the fucking flavoring. You use that shit.
Steven is wondering if Frank or Flavor West have a soda stream category.
Not per se, but there's going to be something coming out that will help with that. We're going to work on that. Because there is Flavor West is also another. Wonder Flavors, Flavor West are excellent for soda stream so far. I found that they work. Well. A lot of TPAs do. I've had Swaggies in soda stream. Most of them work really well, especially the fruits.
Swaggies. I've heard the Chris Citrus Soda.
Well, that's what it was designed for. He made that for that.
As a Mountain Dew replacement.
Gonna go through a list, and that's one of the reasons why we tried that in the coffee night. Starting to try it. We'll probably do that most nights is test them in the coffee, see what ones work. We'll start with Wonder Flavors because Wonder Flavors is available. Basically, most of them are available at every single one of the places except for VSO that I have the code for. So why not save some money and stuff more? Like this coffee, honestly, is okay, but with that coconut rum in here, it's way, way, way better. Get our good coffee on Monday. We were running low, so we got crap coffee.
Yeah, but I broke it up with the last of the good coffee, so it wasn't all bad. It was like
Hey, throwing that in there made up for it. It doesn't.
Yeah. So to address Rocky, I did put it in the chat, but the vendors aren't actually taking advantage of Tim in this instance, though. He asked for the codes just to help with the community and not to get kickbacks because he doesn't care about getting kickbacks. He just wants to help you guys save money on the flavors.
And I get to use the
fuck yeah.
codes too. So I mean,
Well,
I
yeah,
help.
'cause-
Yeah,
It
that
helps
is
me
his
too.
kickback. He also saves the percentage.
Because we come on here and we make these recipes that, you know, some are
did.
great, some are shitty, but when we come up with a really good one and somebody wants to try it, now you can go and buy those flavors and save yourself some money.
I mean, like
Yeah.
Canada, DIY Canada giving us a 10% code. We didn't expect that. I thought
CJ
it'd give me like a
earlier.
5 or
Yeah,
6%.
you ordered from them once. They fucking gave you a code. That's great.
Well, he had the code before he even ordered.
Yeah, I've never ordered it for him until after I used my own code.
And the very first person to use that code
It's
at
my
DIY
favorite.
Canada was Stephen Lane because he was literally about to hit the checkout button when he got the message from Tim and he's like, sweet, he used the code, he saved the 10%.
You know, like look at what
Like,
CJ
perfect
said
timing.
earlier. CJ said, thanks to you guys, now I know I need to order more fruit flavors. Well,
Yeah.
now you have a code, you can get a percentage
All
off.
right. All right. So I was afraid this would come up and I hate talking about it, but at the same time, I mean, I get it. Have to. Yeah, Noted DX is done on Wayne's channel. As of this next Monday, we're gonna have a goodbye show. But it's gonna be done. It's just kind of ran its course. For one, other than new flavors, almost every flavor has went over before. And the deep dives that they did on the OG Noted were so hard to keep up with, was a big factor in this. Just saying that was a huge factor. Like trying to deep dive would literally, some of the flavors aren't available anymore, and the ones that are really difficult to get. And yeah, it's kind of
Bob.
I'm just singing.
Yeah. Oh, it's that's a major factor right there. And then beyond that, it's just logistics and things change. A few things changing, and you know, on top of that, we had the issue with the channel and not being able to promo the things that we should have been able to promo, and a bunch of other stuff. And it's just one big perfect storm situation. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be something to replace that time slot. Don't worry.
Wayne
talked
said
to
there's
Wayne,
definitely
right?
gonna be something still. He just hasn't decided exactly what as of yet.
He's looking
Working on
for
it.
suggestions
Yes.
on what people would like to see.
It actually wasn't that, DeMillan. It was not fighting. That was not the issue. It was just a lot. It was a perfect storm situation. So a lot of things happened all at once, and Wayne had been thinking about pulling it a few times before. He never really liked the format to begin with. The timing was perfect to try and just say, you know what, I'm going to finally go through with one of the plans and one of the ideas I had before for this time slot instead. And that's so.
Yeah, all they're doing is rehashing old flavors.
We really truly are trying to rehash and trying to step up, mostly other than adding the new flavors in.
Yeah,
we are literally just.
You need notes on any fucking flavor. Just go into the Noted tab.
I mean,
go to that thing. Most of them have timestamps for it, so you don't even have to sit there and scroll through the whole fucking thing to find.
And
the
let's be
flavor
honest, the bar was set so high by the original crew. The deep dive that would cost thousands. We'll see, CJ. Maybe. Yeah. New releases and stuff I already do here on under the ranked, so that'll still continue to happen. I got to worry about that. Because of the situation, ranked might actually add some of the more popular profiles and deep dive those, because I already have the tons of flavors. Yeah, I said popular ones you won't mind testing with me, maybe, and if I have to, I'll do it alone. But
listen, I am sick of single flavor testing for a while. Don't push it.
Yeah, I've been covering new flavors, Buster Bell, so that won't stop.
No.
That is going to
He
continue.
did earlier? He was talking to Frank and he's like, oh, well, we already did Group A and Group B. We might as well have done Group C too. So if Group C shows up for us to test, I'm going to smack Tim.
Well, you can't blame me. Okay.
Tears.
So Frank asked me, this is how the conversation started this morning. Frank asked me to send him the info on the other group he sent. That already sent that before Cassie sent hers. Because, oh, I thought you had group C too. It's like, not yet. Are you sending it? Cassie's like, don't say that.
Don't say that.
We had Group C.
People in the group. No, but Cassie and I personally tested Group A and B.
Yeah.
The only one we didn't test is C. So if he said C,
so he was asking for the notes on it like we got it. So Tim's like, why are you sending it? And I'm like, no. Yes,
I want to try. It's a good way to try the agave. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. That's a good way to try that agave. I keep hearing so much about. We'll see, Rocky. You never know what the future is going to bring. You never know.
I am not single flavor testing milk and honey. You can forget that.
Touch it. Wake up.
I'd rather throw myself out of a fucking moving train.
I have single flavored tested milk and honey.
Wearing a dildo helmet.
I'll be honest, Rocky. By itself, I don't really care for it. But in mixes, the way you commonly use it, I don't mind it.
I mean,
single flavor test is a little harsh.
It has such a distinct flavor though. Like I've single flavor tested it. It's been a while. I mean, I prefer it in mixes, sure, but it stands out. You know what I mean? Like I know,
DeMillan. We made sure you did.
Doing.
You got, yeah. And the other thing is going to happen is I think with Odie's help, we are going to, because of him making that generator, I am going to try and add them to the website somewhere. There'll be an archive, a written archive of flavors in that deep dive situation. Well, you know what I mean, Steve-O, how it's got all the different parts of the actual breakdown a little bit better than we usually do, even like when we do the lives, breaking down the flavors and being able to make it easier to rank them side by side. We're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Bob, you're such an asshole. All right. Now that Tim's given the real scoop, DeMillan, here's like the real scoop. You want to know who's fighting? Me. Everybody. I'm just fighting everybody because I'm just mean like that.
Champion of the midget wrestling league right there. She's taking everybody down. Holding the belt up. Actually, you wouldn't even be able to see it because she's so little to be holding the belt up. Might just be like fingers and arms.
Fuck off,
Good night, Echo Dub. Good night, Echo Dub. I will remind me when I say that's in, and I will say it's in because I know Steve will remind me too about the frozen yogurt. We'll talk about it. I do want to mix the Echo Dub. I'm curious. That's an interesting combo. That African horn cucumber. It's not like it's hard to get all the ingredients. They're right behind me. Most of them.
Yeah. There were 3 groups, DeMillan. There was A, B, and C.
Have a good night, Echo.
And from the sounds of it, everybody got either A or C, and they completely forgot to send out Group B. So Tim and I ended up with Group B.
Because I got C.
Oh, the crew got A.
There was a couple of real winners in there.
Anybody have any cat dragon fruit recipes?
No.
I may have. Check. Been a little while since I played the dragon fruit. I like the dragon fruits because they're all just a little different.
Speaking of, if anybody missed it,
they're all very light.
Medicine Flower is going to be releasing 2 new.
Yeah, Innerware's got punch.
And one of them is going to be dragon fruit, and the other is huckleberry. Just figured I'd throw that out there again.
Oh,
that's TPK.
Medicine Flower.
What? They're releasing new flavors?
Mm-hmm. Dragon fruit and huckleberry.
Yep. And dragon fruit and huckleberry. That's actually, we'll go over that in a minute.
Nobody can touch fucking
Rocky. When you get a chance, Rocky, if it's still here.
Mm-hmm. Rocky's still here, I believe.
Rocky's still here. When you get a chance, drop the mixing contest free, because that is one of the prizes now. Is the 2 new medicine flowers plus your choice of a third is one of the prizes, and the other prize is the entire ultimate line. Everything 25 to date. It might be more by the time it comes out. Is the other prize, and then the $100 prize, cash prize via Zelle or PayPal. courtesy of the ELR
There you
staff.
go, Bob. You just have to put in a strawberry shortcake recipe and win in the top 3, and you can get the ultimate blue raz
Well,
without
well,
having to order it.
okay,
Oh,
top
Lord.
three,
I-
but first place gets first choice, second place gets second choice, and what's left is third.
Yo, I did. All right, here. I'll
thank you,
tell
Rocky.
you. I did a strawberry shortcake mix. Okay, when they announced this contest, and I put it together. Okay, and then I come out and Fitty is saying, "Oh, this flavor sucks." Rocky's like, "Oh, this flavor sucks. This flavor sucks." I look at my fucking recipe and I have like 5 of the rest of the flavors that they're like, this will never win. I don't vape fucking strawberries. I'm not a fucking cake vapor. What the fuck do you want me to do? I can't even taste the damn shit.
You're not really a bakery person either. I mean, at
No.
all.
So Rocky
Come on.
had the same thing, did the same thing I did. Okay,
Although Buster really liked my custard that I still haven't mixed up yet, so I gotta find my shisha raspberry. Buster
But Buster really
enjoyed
liked it.
Yeah, thank you, Buster.
so here it is.
Appreciate that.
Rocky did the same thing I did here. Neither one of
told him I
us
didn't mix it.
apparently had the cap dragon fruit, but it's just a different blend of the fruit. It's basically the same fruits, just some more forward than others. And the dragon fruit is like a fruit. The drifter, he's got cactus in Awera at 2, dragon fruit TPA, not cap, at 3, Fuji apple FA at 1, mixed fruit mint in Awera at 0.08, and wild melon flavor at 0.25. And you could sub out the TPA for the cap. It's just going to be a little bit different in your fruit medley. It's still going to taste good. I mean, it's a fruit medley.
I've successfully swapped dragon fruit.
And I got it here. I got the dragon fell on my dessert. And then it's dragon fruit TPA at 2.5, so it's a little bit less than Rocky's, but close. And you can sub that out 1-to-1. French vanilla thick wonder flavors at 1, sugar cookie from Cap at 3, super sweet palurulum at 0.5, and vanilla pudding flavor at 1.5. That was actually quite tasty, and I know for a fact you could swap out the dragon fruit. It's going to change the fruit medley a little, but it's going to be a very similar vibe. Taste really good.
Yeah. Perillum's dragon fruit can be swapped 1-to-1 with those also.
Yep.
You don't see it used a lot, but
Pitpaya can too, from Wonder Flavors.
The only one that
or the mystery flavor, which I actually have the bottle still.
The only one that really can't is Inawera.
Yeah, Inawera is punchy. Very punchy.
Strong. I like it. My bottle of it sat here for 2 years or longer before ever using it, and I'm like, why? Why haven't I been enjoying this?
And normally I do prefer using the brown sugar cookie over the regular sugar cookies. Not in this mix. I tried doing that in this. It was an epic failure. Do not use the brown sugar cookie. It does not mix with that dragon fruit well. So use the actual sugar cookie. I mean, you can use a different sugar cookie, but make sure it's a lighter sugar cookie. Dark one. Dragon fruit doesn't really care for that dark bakery.
CJ, stay safe. Make sure you change your
safe.
drawers. Lightning just hit across the street from him, scared the shit out of him. So, I figured
Also,
you might
he's
need some clean
mid-flight
drawers.
now. Which way you headed? Mid-flight. If it's good and hard and you're really scared it out your heart, it might have launched you. So I'm just curious.
Hopefully to Canada.
I don't have all my batteries, all my 21700s in the other room. I got some switching mods. Oh well. No, actually, delicious though. Yeah, the dragon fruits, ironically, are kind of interchangeable. You get a different vibe
Tim,
to the mix, but
here's
they
a
are
30 T.
Yeah, I need 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, see, I got empty Guar 21. And to make it even more ironic, that I could have used 18650s, but the sleeves for that are also in the other room.
Here you go. 230 T's coming right up.
CJ, we've been getting that a lot. I headed to
They'll be
work
there
this
in
morning,
4 to 8 weeks.
and we're 4.5 miles from the end of the road. I got to the end of the road, and the lights were out. Apparently, they lost power at that end, so I actually messaged her to let her know that power was out, because I wasn't sure if it was out at home, too, and the rabbit being in the dark, freaking out. Apparently, we never lost power here, I think. What do we got, Steve-O? Oh, the pineapple, dragon fruit.
Yeah, this is from Tuesday. I did something with dragon fruit. Tropical, because it was the P episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that I was able to get mixed, but I was letting it sit and calm down a little bit. The dragon fruit Inawera at a half, mango, pineapple, passion flora at 1, papaya from Noms at 2, passion fruit flavor art at 2, the pataya, the dragon fruit, or what
The mystery flavor.
It was the mystery flavor. Yep.
at 1.5, and super sweet cap at a half. I probably could have pushed this up a little bit more, but I didn't, because this one's so strong. I was giving it more of a dragon fruit punch overall from the Inawera. It's just a really nice tropical mix. Dragon fruit and papaya, or passion fruit rather, go really great together. Bob, you were talking about passion fruits before. I love Flavor Arts passion fruit.
Yeah, Flavor Arts is good. It's good.
I've never tried the Wonder Flavors one. I have the Noms. The Noms is pretty funky, but in a good way.
Noms got probably the most
good
funk.
It's that good funk. That good funk.
Wonder Flavors is top tier. I was hoping, that's why I said when I saw them doing the grapefruits, I got so excited, because I asked Frank like a year or 2 ago, said, dude, if you could do a grapefruit how you did your passion fruit, it would be amazing. And it missed the mark. But yeah, his passion fruit is.
Yeah, I didn't even have the mystery flavor in yet, but from people's notes, I made that mystery blind mix, and I guessed it was dragon fruit, because we just went over star fruits and dragon fruits unnoted, and it just hit the vibe. It's like, you know how they're getting the weird things, they're almost getting this, they're almost getting that. It's like, that sounds a lot like dragon fruit. I had guessed dragon fruit, I just didn't guess which one.
See, because I mixed it up, single flavor test at like 5%, and I got literally, it tasted like VG and PG.
Tim, can you throw Mal a wrench so that they can so he can post his recipe? Por favor. And then Rocky dropped another one.
Gotta get off the.
Fuck yeah, Mal. What kind of mint? Spearmint, peppermint, wintergreen, mint, double mint, which is usually peppermint and spearmint.
Right here, this I got to give credit to the community for, and that's one of the things I loved about this. This turned out delicious, and this was a community-based recipe before I even got the flavor, and I mixed it up after I got the flavor.
There you are, sir. You can now post your recipes in chat now.
I made that with the mystery flavor there, that papaya. And it was mystery machine blindly, because I had no idea what it was for real. And I treated it as a dragon fruit. Mystery flavor, BCF, 2%. Pina colada, gummy candy, Wonder Flavors at 3. Chisha raspberry, Inawera at 1. Strawberry gummy candy from Wonder Flavors at 2. And super sweet from Cap at 0.5. And replace it with papaya if you don't have it. And if you still have the mystery flavor, use it up and try it in that. That actually turned out really good. Sesame created blind with flavor before it gets here. Off the profiles of the community had guessed. The contest was always about the mix and not what the flavor is. This hopefully will show that flavor is not as important as where it is useful. Instead of solving what X is, the answer to the test, what Y, and it did whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going overboard with it. But yeah, this actually turned out really, really good, and it was a really good guess, because it did turn out it was one of the dragon fruits, and that mix, tasty. Quite tasty.
mouse pulled up.
You got it? Or
Yeah, I got it.
okay,
That's why I
go
just said
ahead.
I got it. Hydro Drake. So he used the dragon fruit TPA at 5, Culotta 10% TPA at 3, super sweet cap at 2, and sweet watermelon cap at 5. A really cooling melon and dragon fruit combo with a hint of sweetness. Add more Culotta to crisp it up if you feel the need to, or reduce it if you're not a fan of that type of thing. Shake it, vape it, and enjoy. Steeps well.
You're
Fuck
missing
yeah.
ingredients, but you know what? If you put it in my stash, you won't.
Of course I'm missing ingredients. I don't have a flavor stash, you dork. I refuse to put a flavor
Oh, yeah.
stash.
That's how much I trusted the community, and everybody's circling around. Like a couple people got cherry notes, but I kind of almost get cherry out of dragon fruit and some of the dragon fruit. That's why I thought the Wonder Flavors one was my guess, but I wasn't 100% sure because it does have that where that pineapple hits, it almost hits on that cherry level note in that one. The pineapple note hits.
Shit.
But no, I was pretty happy with that mix considering I made that like a week before I got the flavor in. I got the flavor in, and it's like, yes, this works. I'm happy. You guys are
done that.
awesome. You guys are awesome. Yeah, but out of a flavor you had no idea for real what it really was. It's like, well, it sounds tropical. Let's do this. Worst comes to worst, it wasn't the dragon fruit, and it just was a really nice tropical flavor. Either way, it would have worked in the mix.
Okay, just saying, I hate these bottles. My hand just cramped and I just splooged the shit out of my RDA. It's like everywhere. Shut up, Bob.
Those bottles hate you too.
I Wonder Flavors is supposed to, I mean, not Wonder Flavors, BCF was supposed to come back and do another one of these. I need to help remind them. We all need to help remind them. They did say they were going to do more of these. We haven't done another one.
Yep.
Because
Drew.
I loved that contest. I thought that was fun to be able to come up with that just from the community notes. Like that was the most awesome feeling to mix that up and have it turn out good. And it's like, yes.
Now I've got notes on ELR for damn near every wintergreen and every spearmint and the few double mints that exist. So I'm not a peppermint guy, but
Had a crap ton of mints.
if you need some notes on them, they're all but you don't put your fucking notes out there for people.
Well, that's just it. If we do this right and I put the database on there, we're going to try and get more people to fill out that database. I don't want it just to be my notes only.
You could go back and watch the episodes of Noted that I was on for Wintergreen and Spearmint, because it was basically the Bob show.
It was. And yes, those, as far as I know, I don't think any of those old episodes are going away. There's so much information.
No.
The only thing missing is going to be new flavors. That's it. New flavors mixed in. That's it. And yes, I will admit, at least for me, I did not grade off new releases the same I did against like other flavors profile. New releases, I based it off how useful is this and stuff like that. Whereas when you're going against other flavors, you kind of rank it and where it goes and have to, it's different. For me, it was a different show whether or not we were doing flavor, actual flavor profile.
Oui.
Different feel because there's different reasons for doing it. You can't really rank a bunch of flavors against each other that are completely different. Truthfully, a lot of that comes into personal taste.
Yep. Whatever you say.
Buttermint, do we have that one? Because that sounds good.
I don't know.
Yeah, Pearl, it tastes like.
I think I do.
It's an after dinner mint, dude.
Yeah, I know. Like the ones you used to get on the pillows and stuff.
You definitely do have.
I think I have it.
Perlum has so many little hidden gems.
They do.
They really do. They're not all easily obtainable anymore, unfortunately.
No.
No, I don't have pearl and buttermilk.
Just
That's
got in
one. That's one that
cheminobatic
needs to go on a list
spearmint
on.
recently. I got a
Pearl and
single
buttermilk's
pack
got to
of
be on
that.
a list because that I think that
you.
and it was one of the ones I think I wanted to put on a list. We never didn't have the list going.
Excuse you.
Trying to remember who brought it up. It probably was Bob.
Yeah,
Or-
I've made a few mixes with it.
We were cutting it close this past week, guys. Look at how much meat PG I got left.
I've got to re-up.
I had a gallon delivered to my dad's house today.
Yeah,
So
Tim.
Why is Bob laughing? So
looking for where I used Butterman recently. There you go.
is it one of
It's
the
in the
butt ones?
title.
It's got something. It's got to be something but.
Tim's
No.
Christmas date.
Go ahead and go over it, Bob. I got it up.
Buttermint Perillum at 2.5. Candy cane Flavor West at 3.5. Candy stick candy from Wonder Flavors at 1.5. WS 203 at 0.5. Spearmint Natural Flavor West at 1.5. And 0.25% of super sweet.
Stupid tweet.
Super sweet.
Stop picking on Mikey. You know, I can still kick your butt. That guy's a beast for his age, Tyson.
I can't see through this bottle very well.
That would drive me nuts. I'm gonna be honest, Steve-O. I'm looking at that and saying, nope.
Listen, it's matchy, okay?
There it is, Rocky. Yep, there are more prizes.
I cycle through my squonks, so like I use a couple different ones each week, and
you have a beautiful collection too, so that helps.
I went through the whole collection on the pre-recorded live.
For obvious reasons, this week was kind of a little chaos, so I did not catch the live yet. I will be watching the replay at some point, but this week's been wow.
Right. Monday will be live. Monday will be live. And now after all that,
Wednesdays are clear.
Dean's complaining that he might not want to continue soccer because his legs are so sore afterwards.
That'll happen for a little while, but it'll get better. It's with it.
Yeah, it's not just that.
All right, so we got the ELR Mixing Contest Live 3. It is a strawberry shortcake festival. Strawberry shortcake. Must be a new recipe with strawberry shortcake as its theme. It must contain at least 2 strawberries. You can have more. No minimum maximum flavor percentages, so you don't have to worry about that. Mix it at your own will. Flavor concentrates must be available at Bull City Flavors, Flavor Jungle, Medicine Flower, or DIY E-Juice Canada. They would be looking for layers, shortcake. That is open to interpretation. A shortcake, apparently, it just really needs some kind of bakery aspect. It can be graham. It can be a more dense cake, like a pound cake. There's lots of options here. Play with it. Can make it more unique if you change it up a little bit. So it just has to have some kind of bakery layer. But it has to stand out separate from the strawberry and the cream. You know, I got to have the separation. Like, there's going to be some bleed, but try to get as much separation as possible. It's not a strawberry blueberry contest, a strawberry any other fruit shortcake, which is very important. You can use it says it right there. You can use a fruit flavor to enhance your strawberry, but still got to taste like strawberry, not strawberry blueberry or strawberry whatever. So an apricot or a kiwi or something like that. Or someone said the dragon fruit is also another one that was brought up tonight. That's very much working that. Use low. Recipes must be submitted no sooner than July 15th. That's already passed, and no worries there. And you have until September 1st. Take your time with it. I mean, as long as you get it before the deadline, take your time with it, steep it out, make sure everything's good. Yeah, also remember, the longer you wait for your steep, you might want to change something, possibly even past what you want for a steep time if you are happy with it. Because when they retest, it might be a while later when they retest it. because they're not going to remix it. So make sure that your recipe holds up to a longer steep. All recipes must be tagged in the title with hashtag ELR Mixing Comp 3. Contestants must reply in this thread. So Rocky already posted the thread there. Include your mixer name if it's different than your forum name to let them know who you are. Provide an actual steep time, but try to keep it between 10-14 day maximum for the judges. If no steep time is listed, negative points, and they'll test out the shaker the next day. So you not only get knocked, but you get knocked for that. They'll test it right away. And if it did somehow make it the next step, then they'll be testing it again with a longer steep. So if it changes, well, that could be bad or good. But getting past the first one, you're already down some points. Probably not going to. It is not impossible to win. Use of invalid flavors will result in disqualification. In theory, if it's an invalid flavor, it wouldn't be available at any of the sites above. So that's also, but just to let you know, make sure it's not an invalid flavor. Recipes must be kept private until winners are announced.
Ooh.
Keep it private. Also with this up here, doesn't have to be available to anyone, and it could be a flavor you got from somewhere else as long as it's available at those sites. The only one recipe allowed per person. So once a recipe is submitted, it's final, no exceptions. You can't change it out because you found, oh, that was good, but this is better. Too late. No exceptions. You try to submit two, you'll be disqualified. So use of ELR calculator, all functions. Make sure your steep time is in those functions. Use it. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough because it's been a problem in the past, including me, the first one. Bob's had issues with that too, adding that in it. I mean, that's very important. Use that function. It is a function of the calculator that we overlook quite often. Follow all the contest criteria rules.
I literally never add that in there.
So I don't either. Usually put it in the notes, but it is important. I mean, to use the calculator properly, we should be using it. Follow contest rules and criteria like up above. Your description and your notes. You can have fun with the description. Rocky does that quite often to make it more entertaining. Just make sure that your description notes also coincide with your mix. Accuracy to the description notes and the profile are probably both going to be, I'm sure they're both going to be included. Originality, you put a little twist on it and it works. That's going to help you. And taste, overall in the end, of how good it tastes. Submit the private recipes to either Fiddy, Kenaware, or Rocky. Only submit to one judge privately from here through a private message. Only one. They will share it amongst themselves, and you don't have to worry about that. Any recipe shared before the winner's announcement will automatically be disqualified, so do not share it publicly anywhere or with anyone until after the winner is announced. First, here's a new thing. The first place was the same. $100 cash prize via Zelle or PayPal, courtesy ELR staff. Second place, Medicine Flower release, which is Huckleberry and Dragon Fruit. Also the choice of any other flavor, one flavor of Medicine Flower. That's 3 bottles of Medicine Flower total. Doesn't seem like a lot, but $20 a bottle plus shipping. It's a nice value, truthfully. Third place is Flavor Jungle Ultimate Line, 10 milliliter bottles. It's now up to 25 and probably more by the time the winner is announced. That's also a really good value. And I wanted to say this anyway, and I'm glad it's put on here. Thanks to Fiddy for lining up the Medicine Flower and Flavor Jungle contest prizes. Winner announcement to be determined. This is because of Benny. Because literally, Benny was like giving them crap because they had a tentative announcement date and they didn't make it because of personal things that came up. No.
Last time it wasn't a tentative date. It was like a day they said it was gonna be, and it
okay, whatever. Things came up and it didn't happen on time. And there's also the possibility of a lot of recipes being submitted, or that really significantly, it might be hard to test those last ones. I know how hard it is to decide the winners when you come down toward the end in a contest. It's really difficult. Sometimes it's really splitting hairs. So they can compare notes and retest as needed. And that's where that comes in. Retest as needed because the last few might be a pain. Absolute pain. Yeah, there we go. ELR Contest 3 is live. Strawberry Shortcake. Get your Strawberry Shortcake on. And like I said, it can be a gram, I was told. So that, I mean, if it can be a gram, there's lots of things you could use instead of that. As long as you get that layer and the separation between the strawberry, the cream,
Why not an
and
eighth?
the bakery. Huh?
Why not an eighth?
Eighth
You
of what?
said it could be a gram. What if I wanted a little more?
Well, you'd have to talk to Net Reality about that because he's Graham the Magnificent, so, and he's also the master of disqualification.
Yeah.
Giving
He's the master of being disqualified.
That is a good question,
It's
Steven.
hard to talk to him though. Usually he's on his floor. I can't really hear him. His microphone's up too high.
Now, Steven, to be honest with you, I would hope that people are waiting a little bit until closer to the end to make sure to retest their flavors and make changes.
Oh man.
Because this is a development thing. You really want to develop it. Unfortunately, for the judges' sake, it would be nice to get those early so they got a chance to start on them. So for their sake, yeah, get them in early. For your sake, maybe not. You might want to make a last minute change. You can't submit too, so. Come right at the end, Rocky. I think that's going to happen. To be honest, if they're doing it, if someone's really developing a recipe, coming in right toward the end would make the most sense. Oh, Chevy man. I know. Man likes to send me something to make me laugh my ass off every now and then. Does a pretty good job of it too, and she gets her too.
Most of the time when he shows me, I laugh, and sometimes I'm just like, "Oh my god."
There have been a few. There have been a few that even make me like, wow. But I'm sure Meter said that about some of the ones I've sent him too.
Oh, I know he said that about some of the ones I've sent him.
No, that'll be awesome. They'll do the contest. I mean, we got a contest out there. I do need to talk to BCF about that. I will talk to them because they did promise a contest again in the future, and we haven't had one. And right now would be a good time for that with everything else going on. Transition of whatever Wayne's going to put in that slot, however it turns out. There's going to be a little time to try and figure that out and get it all organized properly. So whatever he decides.
Yeah, I bet it was Rocky.
But we are going to have a goodbye show this week. I don't know if everybody's going to be there or not. We will see. I hope so. Not going to say it won't be emotional because it might be quite emotional. It won't be, as far as I know, we're not doing any flavors, although we were supposed to do peanuts. I don't know if I haven't finished my testing yet on them. I don't. But yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to try and do, there might be a separate place for a database as well. Like a more written version of a database coming up. Talk about it. I do want to let you guys know that there's work being done on that, but I do plan on trying to do something on my website so you got a place to look and see some of them, and I'm trying to try and get some others to add some input and some their reviews as well. I think that could be a very useful tool in the interim of trying to figure out what else might become. Yeah. Steve. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just because they have all these flavors and I got them to single test. Got 4 weeks hooked up ahead of time right now. I'm 4 weeks ahead on mixed them up, but I can't. I mean, so I wasn't quite prepared for it. But I get everybody's point of view on it. I get Wayne's point of view on it. Can't argue with it. Like you said the other day is pretty accurate. We are rehashing. We're doing a lot of rehashing. Other than the new flavors, we're really not adding too much. So, and it's really the bar is set really high by the old. Pretty thorough. Our deep dives were
Legend. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Gary.
I was muted. Are you talking about Monday for that one there, Bob?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're a dick.
Yes.
You want someone with a wrench to share? No. Goodbye.
It's a good song.
On Monday. But we know how Bob feels about that
Bob
show.
needs
So.
help. Need help.
I got an old something here.
Well, anyway, while he was going over that, I've been trying the pineapple guava limeade and the PGP lemonade,
Hey,
and they're
Fitty.
both really good.
We just went over the ELR mixing contest too. Fitty. Thank you for setting up those other 2 prizes. That was pretty amazing.
Did you try your hashtag fake pog?
Yeah, I tried that. That was the first one I tried. I've been vaping that all day.
What about the hashtag finally made a correct pog?
I haven't mixed it yet. I need to get a bottle and pull out flavors.
Devo's getting his island on here.
Yeah. Well, this fits tonight's theme. This is actually from something we did last year around this time. And it was like I literally was just craving something tropical when I first started playing around with burrow stuff. I wanted something fruity and tropical that I could taste. And this is what I threw together. Island mango, Wonder Flavors at 2%, that mango pineapple passion flavora at 1.5%, passion fruit flavor art at 2%, pineapple inawera at 2.5%, and there's that pineapple from Flavor Express at 1.5%, and super sweet at 0.5%. I vaped this pretty much all summer 2 years ago.
Fuck yeah.
And then Bull City ran out of pineapple inawera for a while, so I swapped it to Cap's fresh pineapple. Fresh. Which also worked really great. Actually, a couple of my friends preferred it with the fresh pineapple. I'm a big inawera pineapple fan. Yeah, and it just tastes like an awesome freaking tropical blend, how you would expect it to. Pretty pineapple heavy, with some mango sitting in the middle, and you get the passion fruit on the finish. It's really nice.
Hell yeah.
Heck
I could
yeah.
see that being fucking delicious.
Yeah,
I have to mix that up.
this is the mix that my friend Alicia said she thinks tastes similar to Homeboy's mango. I've never tried Homeboy's mango, and I've seen a
No,
couple.
because your super sweet isn't at 7%.
Well, yeah, that's true. Duchess shared a recipe with me that was supposed to be like a tribute to Homeboy's mango, and it's way different than that. I mean, it has the island mango in it, but it also has like a blackberry and a cantaloupe and something in it. So it's definitely different. But my guess is that Homeboy's mango does have island mango in it, and that's really the
I have
only
heard
similarity.
others say they think that it's in it.
Yeah, that's probably what's coming through that makes it seem like that.
Spicy, like
Yeah,
that bite that everybody talks about, because it does have a bite.
yeah.
Rocky, I got used to the routine, but at first I was worried. Took a while to get. I could see how I could see how the old crew, after going through all those, got to the point where they're like, no.
Especially when you had those monster releases of like 100 some flavors that
Like
you had to
moms.
test on top of doing your
Yes.
other weekly shit. Not to mention that Tim is literally, you could type in any channel on YouTube and Tim's on it. So
That's why I think that's what helped me not get so much burnout, is because I do so much mixing on the side. One of the reasons why I wasn't a real big fan of the recipe week, I already do that constantly. So it wasn't like, oh, they're mixing. I'd rather just single flavor test. I already do this all week long. So that was kind of part of me.
That's why you do these shows too. You try to base your themes around what the flavors on Noted were, so that you had recipes that are new to look at.
If anyone didn't notice, I did use the hashtag ones because of that reason. There were fresh recipes based on it because I asked you guys to make them and you made them. And it gave me a pool to pull from, because we went over a couple recipes weeks way back in the past where I was struggling to find anything I could make. And it wasn't just because of we had a few weeks where all the flavors were old. So nobody had used them in forever. It's like, I can't do this ever again. I got to have fresh recipe.
There were several weeks where Monday's Noted also influenced what I made on Tuesday also.
It influenced me.
Yeah.
I would single flavor test these, and I was like, I need to make a mix with this.
Yeah.
See how it turns out.
And
It
then you make a
influenced me.
mix with 2 flavors in it.
Oh,
Actually,
and
that 1 week was influenced by Noted. Yes, a 2-flavor mix was it. It was the whiskey cream. So yeah, it was influenced by that episode.
the whiskey cream. You use
No.
the maple and the vanilla
Oh,
ice
the maple and vanilla ice cream.
Yep.
Oh, the
Oh, but there was
the whiskey
also,
cream was whiskey cream was a 3-flavor one. You're right.
Drop the mic.
there was also another one with like I don't know. You use like it was like a strawberry lemonade or something that had like 2 flavors in it.
I used one of the strawberry lemonades, I think, and then just boosted it correctly.
You also had that cran orange perlum and summertime lemonade one.
Yeah, I didn't realize how there's so many bangers.
Cran orange perillum is fucking amazing.
That show opened my mind to some of the flavors that I didn't realize were sitting there, and I didn't know I loved them so much until I single flavor tested them.
See,
So many of them.
Thought about grabbing that one to put in the pog, but then I was like, that cranberry might throw off the pineapple and the guava too much.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that sucks because that sounds
classics
like
of timeless flavors.
great.
Well,
but definitely make something with that, Cassie. That's a really good flavor.
Biddy, some are timeless and some are classics. There were some that were just old and outdated that we had to use
with it for Tuesday and just name it something with a Q, because I have no idea what I'm going to do for Tuesday for Q's yet. I'm completely lost. I'm just going to have to name some stuff and just make what I want here, because
I already know Bob's. It sounds like Keith, but not.
Queef.
See, I was thinking he was going to do like some Queer Eye for the Tim guy or something.
Oh, come on. Don't give him more ideas, please.
Yo, that is literally in my name suggestion folder. Okay, I have a folder where I have literally like 3,000 different names. They come to me random.
Hey, when you live
I just
with
gotta go in and put it in.
a drag queen, sometimes those shows get put on the TV and they can be really funny.
There is an advantage. I'll be able to focus more on trying to get shows up ahead of time, a little better, a little farther out, so that you can actually prep further on the shows. But it's just this week was honestly a little bit of a roller coaster with emotions, like weird. Yeah. You'll see more of that on Monday.
Was very, very happy with that recipe there. You don't have to pull it up, Tim, because it's one I just made a few weeks ago.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. The Alaskan berries, boysenberry, raspberry, bubblegum. Yeah, I remember this. How did it turn out after steep?
Amazing.
Alaskan berries. I almost pulled that out today. Almost use that instead.
I'm on my third bottle of it already. So happy with it. And it's a mix I made without coolant, so you should be fucking proud of me, okay?
Yeah, that is rare. That is rare. Yeah.
Bobby, we're so proud of you for not using coolant.
Thank you, Rocky, for making his recipe and didn't even add the milk and honey and take any credit. Got it. Thank you, Rocky. We believe it's Bob's recipe about as much as we believe a non-milk and honey recipe is Rocky's. No coolant.
Doesn't exist.
Bob's.
Doesn't exist. Doesn't fucking exist. But Rocky, if it's fake Rocky putting out those other recipes. Quasi Rocky.
And if you didn't notice, Steve, I did add the stone fruit Get it to point
That's,
without. I made sure I found a picture with the stone fruit in it because I thought that was important, and I wanted to include that because you did say fruits,
Well,
and you
I
did
was-
mention stone fruits. Like, you know what? We don't try to mix stone fruits with non-stone fruits often enough. That's why I went with my recipe. We don't really do it often.
yeah, I mean, I was just throwing out suggestions.
And I went with it, and I'm pretty happy with what I made. It's actually already starting to settle down. The blueberries starting to settle down already a little. Way better.
Yeah.
3 to 10 days.
I woke up today thinking I was gonna do something with watermelon. We see how that went.
Wayne actually the other day, he talked about he used the SSA double watermelon, and I don't think he knew it well. And it's basically is just a ramped up, more potent version of Cap double water.
Is it
More potent.
Juicy.
I
I
thought
get
it
a
was
juice. I get more of a juice out of it. The caps, I get more of like a candy thing or something.
You turn up the cap.
SSAs, I get a
You turn up the
juice.
cap, though. It does go that juicy root, but you have to use more of it. Full
Oh,
juice.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't think they're similar at all.
Touch my no and
Really
make me
similar
squish
in name.
squish. Rocky put this in there. Touch my no and make me squish squish. What? Rocky put this in for you, Bob. Butterscotch raw 0.5 graham cracker VSO 1. Didn't put coolant with butterscotch and graham cracker? What's wrong with you? Marshmallow VSO 0.5. Milk VSO raw. Milk VSO 1. Milk and toonie raw 0.5. Yogurt raw 1. And there's no coolant. Another fake Bob recipe. Yep.
Fix that right
But
now.
he's
Rocky.
pointing out that Bob does use milk and toonie as much as he complains about milk and honey.
Yeah, technically, that Rocky, that would fall under the whole invalid flavors. So you need to make sure I point that out. There are still flavors on there that could be technically invalid, although they aren't valid.
Fixed.
There, he did. He look at that and do that. Check and fix it if it's a situation like that. Double check your flavorings before you submit.
That was before. I think I was one of the first people to have that. That was why. That was a good mix, though. That was actually a really good mix.
Rocky feels better now. Thank you. You help Rocky feel better. I just don't do it again. No more mistakes, Bob.
I cracked this bottle when I recorded my live. It's almost done.
I don't know the exact number of single flavor tests we did, but we did a lot even with the DX version. A lot.
I had to break out the dual coil flavor testing setup last night.
Fixed it.
Is that like your chicky noogies?
Yeah, because you get the D afterward.
You're right, though, Steve-O. This RDA is, and I don't even have the coils I really want to put in it. I just used what I had. I can get those triple 27s in there and get them reverse wrapped because I did use it and pull it down. So
yeah,
it needs a reverse wrap, unfortunately, to actually go in the way I wanted it to. It went in, and it's okay, but I would prefer it.
It goes in, and you don't have you don't have to pull it down as far because belly down, it's already.
I mean, it didn't need to go far, but it did. Yeah, it did have to pull it down.
Right.
Nope.
Now you can fix the name.
Not now you can. Now can you?
Nope.
Can you fix the name?
Nope.
All right, so the verdict on these two that I just tried, the PvP lemonade, banging. The pineapple guava limeade is really nice. As soon as I get these tried out, I'll try the other two.
Yeah, we will be trying a different flavor in our coffees from now on. Each show, if they have coffee.
Wait, we always have coffee during shows, for one.
I know, and I like this idea.
And for two, we're going to be drinking Death Wish again.
No. Think how much better it'd be flavored than this flavoring this crap that tastes like crap without the flavoring. I mean, it'd be just delightful.
Death Wish coffee. It doesn't need flavor. It's amazing.
Doesn't need it, but we get it in the morning, and we usually finish off the pot in the afternoon with a reheat. So this is perfect.
Death Wish
I like
coffee.
the idea. I will be doing it. From now.
Death Wish coffee. It's like an instant ulcer.
But it's a delicious ulcer that wakes your ass up, so it's okay.
No,
Oh,
I have
God,
indigestion
Bob, what did
for
you
the rest of
do?
the day.
Oh no, he had it better milk and honey.
Touch my no-no and make me squish better than milk and honey. Jesus Christ, Bob. You're an asshole.
He
Alright,
asked
we
me to
had-
change the name, so I did.
Before Bob goes any deeper into this rabbit hole, we'll start get going here soon. But I do want to give a special thank you to a few people here. I want to give you a special thank you out to Fitty. Thank you for finding those other two prizes, because those are excellent prizes for the contest.
Recipe deleted.
Awesome. Yeah, he has that option. You know that.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, thank you to my co-host over, because it's been a ride. It's been a lot. I've learned a lot from that show as well. Not just for you guys. We learn a lot as well as we see Flavor Test. I have found so many gems that I didn't know existed, and found out that sometimes the old flavors stand up. Like Fitty mentioned it. Fitty mentioned it. Like some of those classic flavors are still the best bangers on the market, and I found that out because.
Dude, single flavor testing is the reason I found out I fucking love Flavor West so much. No, I didn't look.
I'm not gonna really stop doing it. I mean, I have the flavors. Like I said, when the written database thing, I will fill that up with every flavor I have over time. It's gonna take a while, but
I'm a little over halfway through all my flavors, so I do a few a week.
Yeah. So as that is said, we will get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Before, has anybody heard any news on Apathy? How he's doing?
I thought I saw a post from the other day on stuff. I thought I saw a post from just the other day on his page.
I do believe he was in Grimm's chat Thursday
Yeah.
as well.
Was he? Good.
I believe he's doing. He didn't really. I don't think he really explained how he's doing.
Hope
It's
you're hanging in there.
Yep, hanging in there. Fitty, your mom, haven't forgotten.
Yep.
No.
If anybody didn't see it,
Sending
check out Alex Broken Home's Facebook post about his walkthrough. Tell you what, I felt that walking through there. You could tell, you could feel his anxiety through it. Like that place is, yeah, like he said, he's not wrong. The foundation's basically all that's left. I was surprised the entranceway had a little less burned in there, but the thing is, everything in there, even if it's not burnt, you never get that smell off it.
That's the thing, though. All that shit can be replaced. Lives.
Yeah, everybody, including their cat, got out safely. So
that's most important thing. You can always rebuild.
I was gonna say, Steve, I know you have links to both that and Apathy. Put in there, and
yeah, I gotta grab the Ep30 one again.
And again, Fitty, your mom, family first.
Yeah, dude.
That's another thing. That this is coming up. We got all this coming up with the contest. That might delay things. Don't get upset about it. It could delay things. If he has to spend some time with his mom,
life comes first. Family comes first.
Be aware, life does happen. Sometimes it affects things, slows things up. Sometimes you get, good people like Muddy Nick, Grim Green, who just get so damn busy they don't remember things for a very long time. So they'll get to it eventually. That things like that happen.
Forget things? Never.
He's got a memory like a steel trap. Steel trap was made in 1837 and left out in the rain all this time, but it's okay. You're welcome, Fitty. Love you. Just, yeah, take care. Before I get emotional, because I am thinking about the whole thing, there will be a show. There's supposed to be a show anyway. At this point, hoping there's a show. It's supposed to be on Monday night, a kind of farewell show. I don't like to call it goodbye. I'd rather call it a farewell. And yeah, and then Tuesday we're going over Q recipes. You can just use the name. Honestly, there's so few Q flavors. You can use them if you got them. If you don't got them, just have fun with the name. Make something fun. You can call yourself the Queen of England. I don't care. Queen of
Monday.
Yeah. Oh, Monday, yes.
Monday before that farewell thing, 7 p.m. EST, the new time slot for Wicking It and Kicking It. Go to my channel and go to the community tab and vote in the poll. I've got 3 liquids, 1 from Bottled Violence and 2 from FDH. And I put a poll up for what people would like to see me taste live first. I might do more than one, but in case there's only time to do one, I want to know which one to do. So there's a poll. There's a poll on my YouTube channel. Go vote.
But that's so much work.
Literally not.
I'll be working
You know
on
how many clicks that'll take me, Steve?
It's tied.
My
at
clicker
2 votes
is broken.
apiece right now for all 3 of them. So
clicker.
But my clicker finger is broken.
Yeah.
If it stays tied, you guys are gonna force me to have to test all 3 in one show.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking A right. There we go. Don't anybody vote, you motherfuckers. Don't you dare.
I would like to point out, though, that Fitty, it's not April Fool's yet. So we can't decide if you're telling the truth or not. We've heard this so many times.
I really wouldn't mind seeing that, though. Fitty's list. I would not seen a lot of, get your list together. Maybe I'll try to make a submission site so you can put your, favorite flavors. Or maybe just send me a message on the website letting me know your favorite flavors. Tell me like your top 10, top 5 flavors that you use most often and you love the most. I would love to go over that. Discuss
Easy.
it. It'd be a fun one.
Easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know Rocky, and I can't deny it.
And Rocky said that he thinks it would be appropriate to mention milk and honey on the farewell.
I saw that.
As in, farewell to milk and honey.
We'll never have to see milk and honey again. Hopefully, we'll never have to see milk.
Medicine Flower Dark Chocolate has to make an appearance. Has to. I mean, there's some good blueberries out there. I do really like the Medicine Flower Blueberry. But there's some good blueberries out there. But with Vape Train's dark chocolate being the only even close consideration of the dark chocolate, and it is night and day different if you actually have both. So, yeah, that one actually could make it. Yes, Fiddy, there's supposed to be one. Yes. As of what I was told yesterday, there's going in today.
Bob, you're such a tool.
It's bound to get emotional, Fiddy, because it's. I mean, this is honestly.
They've been doing it for a long time.
But yeah,
and there's a lot more work that goes into it behind the scenes that people don't see.
Just collecting the insane. It is. I mean, we try. And that bar was so high. I will admit. I mean, I hated it. Like looking for flavors, like where, and then you find out, oh, you can get this if you you jump over 3 countries and go to a different country and have someone ship it, and or, I don't know. There's ways.
Yeah, like
some of those flavors are like
him, right? When the UK had their shipping ban thing.
Oh yeah, when I got mine in afterwards, yeah.
All those great flavors that you missed out on.
I ordered mine one day after Dan ordered his. Dan was late, but he got them in time. Mine were an extra 3 weeks past his. That was frustrating.
They were all such good flavors.
he found out what they tasted like, he's like, "You guys couldn't have told me before I ordered, so I didn't waste my money."
That was a bad release of flavor art. It really was. Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, Kerplot's theory, I think, is very valid with this. And it was just that Wayne couldn't handle being compared to the Verizon guy. And so he just wanted to shut the whole thing down. That's Kerplot's theory.
The only stress was there was a little bit of stress over the recipe week thing, but that was the only stress. Really toward the end at all. That was just, it was a 50-50 split. 50% of us liked recipe week, 50% of us didn't care for recipe week. It was. And that happens. No one's going to agree. It's just like anything. Things are subjective. And there was really no answer or anything ever figured out on that. No, never was really a factor.
How do you
Anyhow,
feel responsible, Steven?
responsible.
Yeah, you keep winning all the fucking flavors, dickhead.
Don't let nobody feel responsible. Wayne had some good points. It literally, our bar was set high. None of us could really even hold a candle to getting the deep dive. Daniel did a damn good job. He got some even before, and I don't know where he got some of the flavors he got, because I could never find them. I tried like hell. He was master of deep dive for us. And the first crew, just the deep dives they were able to do, it's like, holy wow, how did you guys do this?
Oh, Steven, don't feel responsible because you started. Wayne actually found it amusing. Kerplop is just being a butt.
Right. Anyhow, we'll see you guys hopefully on Monday. Crew will. And it's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be for me. That's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to think this week. We do not have a Saturday show up yet this week for next week yet. I'm sorry, it's a little late. Like I said, the emotional week has been a little rough, and trying to think hasn't been exactly clear, but I'm working on it. And I'm also working on a list to try and make that whole list of shows go out like a month or two, so you guys can mix ahead of time and have time to steep and play around and actually make a refined mix if you want. We're working on it.
Yeah, pity. Okay. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. You can't let Odie catch wind of anything like that because he doesn't let it go, apparently. Because I made a joke with him and I've heard about it so many times since.
Who?
Odie.
Odie?
Oh yeah.
Go game. All right, everybody. You have a great night. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Fitty, big love to you and your mom. Take care of her. Spend some time with her. Been there in that boat. Yeah. And take care, everybody. Have a good night. And let's see. Steve-O. Yes, Steve-O's going to be on Monday night this week with Wicking It and Kicking It instead of Wednesdays.
Yeah.
New time.
I'm probably just gonna
same
keep it
content.
there.
Yeah, just because no matter what happens, you're safe there in that spot for now. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday night. Kicking.
Oh, Mel just made me miss Uncle Paul. Hopefully he's having a good trip over in
I
Europe,
also-
checking out the
He's
European
in
Union.
the air right now, I think. Pretty sure he's in the air.
I also got a new RBA to build. So
Yep. Hopefully his helicopter's doing good. You know. All in his
Bob,
private
what do you
chopper.
got going on this week before we get going too far?
Video games. Video games.
Yep.
Not sure what. We'll see.
Biddy, please hop in on Wednesday and give.
Mass Effect, other games. We'll see.
Biddy, please hop in on Wednesday and give Benny crap for making you have to put that note in the bottom. I know he's not 100% the reason why, but he gave you enough crap that you need to give him crap back and say, hey, we fixed it. Please give him crap. It's fun. It's fun for the rest of us. All right. So good night, everybody. Go ahead, Bob.
Hasta night night, sayonara, ta ta ta, much love.
Bye.
Take that out of your butt, Duchess.